start mine with a poem that is called Petal Gossip. I have a family member that I spend a lot of time with that has autism, and he's very high in the spectrum. And he loves it when I'm being goofy, and this is one of my goofy poems. Pollen is all the rage as buds awaken and wings flutter. There have been shocking reports of a band of snails sneaking like pirates and unruly dandelions screaming that they are yellow too, openly at the sun. Our sources tell us red is the new red. Pink has paled in comparison, and some leaves have curled green with envy. This has been Lana Ladybug here, coming to you live from the edge of the flower bed. Stay tuned for more of Life Among Roses. I hope that one made you laugh a little bit. My next one is from our theme. It's called The Curious Case of the Dog in the Nighttime, and this one is called Case Closed. Curious to be on a hunt and suddenly detect footsteps from behind, or rattle a door open and see your own skeleton fall from the closet. In this doggone life, loved ones may police you so an investigation doesn't uncover their guilt. They want you to remain unknowing because they love you, right? It is curious how much my late mother is alive in my habits, or how much I carry stubbornness that was fathered by my father and his father and his father. A shield can be a tricky advisor. Parents have good intentions. They are well meaning, and as long as it falls within their specifications, they want you to be yourself. Can attempt to redirect children onto a path the parent envisions, not the road that sprung from the child's dream. Many of us stand frozen on platforms where our trains are missed. I found myself there many times at the edge of growth that appeared to be a sinkhole when it was the door to something better. I have longed for shelter when protection can be a small space that jails those who seek safety. Doesn't it feel like life is a long math class where others attempt to measure you? It's challenging to take the choice to make your own tests again and again. We see many to take on the hue of those that stand near them. If you can choose to follow your heart and be light no matter what, bravo to you. You know, I found it very interesting that the character in the story was a child of divorce. I personally am also from a divorce. And I think divorce has a feeling, it has an element to it. This one is called Divorce Happens. Although I have never married, you will not be shocked to hear that I have been divorced on several occasions because you have been there too and felt that strange cloak don your shoulders, a non negotiable burst of a bubble feeling of separation. The snap impulse hits, and you suddenly see yourself from a viewpoint of being already gone. No more arguments because you're done. The decision to pull away can feel like the jerk of a hand from a hot surface or the calm gray tube of knowing it's over. In an instant, you begin to silently bid goodbye to the cozy corners, arrangements, favorite things that will no longer be. The pivotal shift can happen regarding a job, a person, the place where you live. Attachment vacates from inside of you long before the packing of boxes begins. And there you have it, divorce. My next one is true to my backstory. It's called Fret, and it goes like this. I bet you thought that title was about a guitar. Blues chords one can tap a foot Shake your shoulders and bob your head too. You can listen on and do all three if you fancy. The more you cry, the less you'll piss. I remember being told to dry it up when taken by my tearful emotions. Felt pain as bad as a stick strike on naked skin. Crying is what you learn to do alone. Taught to never sob in the presence of others, or I will live the insult to injury that comes when one cries with an audience and loses all mystery of how little some loved ones care about tears. You know, I am someone who does not believe in spanking children. It teaches a child that love and pain go together. And that's a lesson they can spend their entire life never getting over, never rising above. And that brings me to my poem entitled Blue. Some exist like a human fuse, deeply attracted to the hand grenades of the world. Celebration can prove a break easy tether. Some people bond greatest over shared dislikes. Nothing motivates them to lock arms stronger than the things that they gripe about together. Have you ever noticed the intensity of makeup sex is so much stronger than we've been getting along swimmingly all day long sex? Why is that? It appears to be like a tightrope walk with the poison familiar until breathing feels like a competitor. I guess deep compatibility would strip away the wall that is a security blanket that some souls need against the ever changing slopes of life. No one can rip out a heart that is secretly not on offer. It must feel like an autonomy safety net of sorts. My last poem is a poem that's called Sky Stare. And Sky Stare was one of my photographs that appears on Fine Art America. And I'm wearing Sky Stare right now. You might be able to see it. It appears on cups. You can get it on um, duvet covers, anything nowadays. But the poem goes like this. A still motion view of pillowy haze looks and sees the brilliance within us from under a barricade of our excuses. Nighttime is where glow shows itself best. The moon is a lantern that dreams it will one day become the sun. The vitamin D, the milk in our glass, a shield that waves music and light into eternity while it appears voiceless. For now, as the moon, it floats, watches, listens. Its reach grabs a spot to call home on every coast. Its kindly chase is welcomed and yearned for like all true untouchables that ever existed. And I thank you, I thank you, I thank you.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.